Hotel 112 heart call signs.
They are Britain's toughest medics.
CPR in progress.
Stand clear. Checking now.
We will be the people that are going in the direction of where something went bang when other people are going in the opposite direction.
He is armed at the moment with a knife.
The NHS's Hazardous Area Response Teams, HART for short, are trained to tackle the most critical cases in the most dangerous places.
I'm going to try and tunnel the way through to you. Everywhere collapsed around me.
No worries, mate.
Could be someone in water, at height, underground, overcome by gas. Whatever it is, our team are there to access them and treat them in those environments.
Created after the 7/7 London bombings, they're in the front line when terrorists strike.
We're here for the big day when everybody's nightmares come true.
It's been confirmed that it is a nail bomb.
Specialists selected.
Have you seen how high up it is?
It's fallen from around 20 foot.
Highly trained.
She's currently trapped in the car by her legs.
There's massive intrusion into his cab.
Never filmed before.
Shotgun injuries to his leg.
Go on, you have to blast me.
These are some of the world's most elite paramedics.
We have got specialist kit, we have got specialist vehicles. People coming in from other agencies and I think it's like a scene out of Thunderbirds.
Oh, yeah.
OK, we need them on a board in a minute, on a collar.
Everyday heroes risking their lives to save others.
This is going to be a major incident.
It's Friday in Bradford, and the faithful are being called to prayer in the mosques of one of the UK's biggest Muslim communities. But in Undercliff, the peace of Holy Day has been shattered by gunshots.
Yeah, it's one person being shot and possible multiple injuries.
The HART team are always in the front line of the ambulance service's response to firearms incidents.
Hotel 2 to Hotel 1, do you have any further info regarding this job? Do we have an RVP or are we going straight to scene?
Yeah, I've just had an update. We can go straight to scene. There is other resources en route, including a helicopter with Dr. Pountney on board, and the firearms police are currently en route, but we are safe to go straight to scene.
They're wearing bulletproof vests in case they end up in the firing line. Paramedic Manny knows the area where the shooting happened.
Normally what West Yorkshire police get in Bradford is lots of firearms being discharged at doors and objects, but not people as such. Whereas in other areas, people actually get shot.
We wear full body ballistic armour, we wear the helmets, we have all the gear, but we don't carry weapons for obvious reasons, and we're relying on other people to make sure that the scene is safe for us.
Outside Undercliff Mosque, a man is lying badly injured. He's been shot.
Will you stand up?
20-year-old Habib Khan's leg is peppered by more than 100 shotgun pellets. Many are close to a major artery.
Move it out there. Let's get him on it, yeah.
He's been in the care of an off-duty paramedic who is attending the mosque himself.
Hi, buddy, throw your leg up. This one as well.
There are fears the gunman could return.
Gang in it, gang shit in it.
Armed police have flooded the area. They want to know who did this.
Habib, so tell us in your own words what's happened.
I've been walking down the road.
Yeah.
This guy just pulled a shotgun out.
Right.
I said, oh, what are you doing? And obviously I knew he was going to blast me, so I just started pulling off and he just got me.
Former HART paramedic Parsley Khan may have helped save Habib's life.
I'm surprised when they said you were on scene.
Well, I was just about to read prayers, to be honest with you. Somebody ran in and said someone's been shot.
As it happens, we had one of our off-duty colleagues nearby in prayer. So they've heard the bang, come out, found this gentleman laid here on the side of the road with what looks like shotgun pellet injuries to his leg.
We're going to give you something morphine. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with morphine.
He's obviously been shot with something, but why or what's actually going on just now is a little bit unclear. We're still trying to fathom that whilst treating him as well.
Habib's not providing much information.
Did you get shot there or did you move?
I'm not telling him I got shot. I'm not telling him. No way. The son of a bitch. Why do you have to blast me?
A manhunt is underway. A police helicopter is combing nearby streets for suspects.
Did it definitely happen here?
I assume it's happening because as soon as the bang happened, within about 10 seconds, somebody said it's been shot and we come out and we found him here.
Police aren't making much headway with the victim.
A couple of quick questions now. Do you know who's done it?
No.
Have you any idea who's done it?
Nah.
Can you give us any description?
Nah.
I think she's up for to be alright.
What do you remember?
I just remember a little pulling out a shotgun and you could say steps and banged it. I don't want to think about the son of a bitch. Look, I respect him, mate, but I don't want to answer these questions.
Okay. Is there anything at all that you can tell us?
No.
Unfortunately, he's not actually telling anybody what's happened, so we're still not actually sure what's gone on. Police have looked at what the sort of injuries and the site and think it was kind of like a very small bore from the shotgun that's happened.
He let 2 shots off that what about 30 holes in there?
20.
So me more than 2 shots to take me down, innit?
Habib will have an armed escort to hospital. Heart medic Manny will also travel with him.
He's made a relationship, kind of a bond with the patient. The patient is talking to Manny more than anybody else. So Manny's chosen to go along with him because he seems to be keeping him calmer just now. So that's the only reason he's travelling with.
Tony's following the ambulance as backup.
Habib, straighten your arm. I'm going to do your blood pressure again. Relax. Relax it across your chest like that. That's a good lad.
There's widespread concern about the increasing use of guns in West Yorkshire, but Habib's remaining tight-lipped.
There's a gun out there.
Yeah. Oh, there's loads of guns out there. They're taking that one, they're going to stop the other one.
Yeah. No, but if they can take one off the street.
Like drugs. You confiscate 100 kilo, but they want to bring down fed drugs. There's no you can do to stop it. They need to understand.
Manny's done all he can. Police know this attack could lead to another.
Unfortunately, the police have a difficult task of gaining any information, especially when it comes to people being shot, stabbed and so forth. They normally want to get their own retribution and give out their own law, but unfortunately that's not how it works. So the police will pick up all the details from the scene, any witnesses and so forth, and deal with it from there. As far as paramedics are concerned, we can normally gain the trust of the individual that's been shot. At the end of the day, we're taking care of them. We are impartial.
Manny's done all he can. But first, specialists must identify the location of dozens of steel pellets. There are real fears Habib could be left with a permanent disability from this attack, and the motive remains a mystery. On the streets of Bradford, a manhunt is underway with no description of the suspect.
Alex, 535, Dave, 540.
It's lunchtime at Heart's headquarters in Leeds, but food is going to have to wait.
Hotel 1, job for all Heart call signs.
999 road activated.
Manny and paramedic Andy are leading the convoy. Church is bringing up the rear.
Lay left.
It's a road accident, and it sounds serious.
Hotel 1, to all Heart call signs, keep on running on this detail. We are definitely required. One patient trapped from the lower limbs. We've also got a basics doctor running. I'll give you any further details as and when they come. Roger.
The accident has happened on a main road into Bradford. A small hatchback has hit a road sign and a wall. The driver is showing signs of a serious pelvic injury.
ABCs, how are we looking then?
He's got bruising bilateral on his iliac crest. Got a facial injury with nose. He's quite pale and sweaty, really. complaining of pain in his back and neck at the moment.
Pelvic injuries often lead to life-threatening internal bleeding. The team will give transexamic acid, TXA, to stem the flow.
Maybe get someone dancing on into him as well. Yeah. Going onto a board, he's going to get a bit nauseous. Yeah. How's he doing pain relief? Is he all right?
He's not had anything as yet, but he's quite drowsy. He's complaining of pain in his back and his neck.
Let's get some IV paracetamol running onto him as well then in that case.
The driver's symptoms are puzzling, and the accident scene doesn't make much sense either.
No, they're not. He's a bit drowsy, so they don't want to give him any morphine, so let's get some IV paracetamol into him then.
The team are beginning to suspect their patient may be under the influence of a drug already, and it's not one they've given him.
Got you a flush for when you need it.
Super.
Do you need anything else?
Some of this going through now.
Yeah.
He's complaining of pain in his legs now.
Pain in his legs?
Vague as to whereabouts.
All right.
His symptoms and the nature of the crash are a mystery Manny wants to solve.
Andy, just find out regarding state of mind. Information suggests that he's actually driven down at high speed and turned.
He's come up here at high speed and made no attempt to take his corner. Exactly. And crashed. That's what police have told me.
Right, okay. Well, yeah. Bystanders have said he's literally...
That's different to another witness who said he's come down with a turn.
We could just clarify it. Just for air ambulance if they're going to be transported.
Now the roof is off, the team can start work on releasing him from the wreckage. His symptoms, including his lack of pain, are unusual.
What's your plan of attack? We're going to come with the board this way now.
Board in behind him, straight out onto the trolley behind.
Yeah.
Is everybody aware what's happening? That board wants to be slightly into the middle if it can, just slightly.
Oh.
They must keep his spine straight.
Are we all ready to go? Yeah, on you, right, you ready?
On you, Andy.
Right, going to sit forward just a couple of inches. We're ready, steady. Lift. That's it.
But speed is essential.
That's it, mate. Well done.
His conscious level at the moment, he's just slightly confused, and we're not sure if that's due to a medical condition that he might have had, or it might be alcohol or drugs related, or it could be something else that's underlying that we're not sure of.
How's that sounding?
Same.
Yeah, it's not very. It's definitely reduced on both sides.
10 inches reduced.
Yeah.
His condition is showing signs of deteriorating. They've called in the air ambulance to fly him to hospital.
Can someone got some morphine? We can start looking at getting him some pain, please.
A doctor is working to stabilise their patient for his flight.
GCA is just definitely dropping a little bit from how he was in the car.
Lots of chest wall breathing.
Yeah.
Ready, steady, roll.
All right, buddy, well done.
Just get him strapped on, Charlie.
He was awake when we first got here, but as we've got him out, his level of consciousness has started to drop bit by bit. His injuries seem to be taking over his condition now.
There we go, Rin.
And the police have made a discovery that may explain his condition. Inside a plastic bag, there's a large quantity of white powder. Church is relaying the news.
Found some drugs on board this vehicle and quite a lot of money. It's looking like they're little wraps of heroin and crack as well, so that might be why he were acting how he were acting.
At Leeds General Infirmary, surgeons are preparing to meet the patient. Police are anxious to talk to him too, but his injuries are very serious. It's November the 5th in Leeds, and fireworks are lighting up the sky. But in the inner city district of Her Hills, one fire night has taken a sinister turn.
Are there rioters throwing fireworks at police or something? Pretty much.
There are burning barricades on the streets. Police have put on riot gear.
It's a bit smoky tonight.
Yeah, Roger. LS8 5JB.
Bravo team are heading out to reports of an accident involving officers sent to the trouble. Ned senses a tense atmosphere.
We're on our way to road traffic, which we believe involves a police car and another vehicle up in the Hazardous area of Leeds. So not too far away, really. We should be there in about 5 minutes now.
Hazardous has been the scene of riots in the past.
What's that one on scene?
Riots on the
Team leader Andy's concerned for the safety of his crew.
What's that one? Can we make sure we've got his lids on, please, over?
Is it the police van? Looks like the police van.
The van was in collision with a car as officers stopped to arrest a suspect.
Hello, mate, you right?
Yeah. Just be careful, because they're following us while we're here. They keep running around the corner and bombing us with fireworks and bricks.
You there?
Yeah. Basically, what's happened is, that's our police van.
Yeah.
He's been driving up here, and he's pulled in really slowly, and I've taken my seatbelt off to try to jump out ready to grab someone there, you know, as that Porsche's just ploughed straight into my door.
Where's the driver from this one? She's gone, because they were pelting fireworks, so she's gone with her dad.
They're going to give the injured officer a checkup. He's in pain from his shoulder.
So you weren't knocked out or anything, Ed? Didn't hit window and out like that?
No.
Just have a seat on that little bench and let's just do some observation. So clearly you remember it all.
Oh yeah.
And it's hit you down left side.
It's just there. It's just,
right.
But it doesn't help with all this.
No, of course not. Got any numbness or anything in your hand? Does that feel
just
like?
Like it's going thingy.
A bit tingly.
Yeah, and it's feeling cold in it compared to that one again.
Right.
But not major.
You normally fit them well, I presume, are you?
Any allergies or medical treatment?
Adrenaline can mask symptoms. The police are on high alert.
So fireworks are being set off and with rockets from behind the police line, so we've got people in riot gear. They're firing it up one way, attacking the police from the top end, so we've just got to be a little bit careful. Quite a dangerous atmosphere, really.
Oh. No, it's just that left shoulder. Left shoulder.
Don't feel it in your neck.
I'm going to say, definitely sure your neck didn't get whiplashed as it
No.
stuff.
Any pains down your back at all?
No.
The team are watching their own backs.
I'm just keeping an eye on what's coming down the road, just in case. 162, 110.
Right.
It's a bit high, is that? But obviously you've been under a bit of stress and that. You don't normally suffer with high blood pressure, don't you?
An ambulance crew have been called to take the officer to Leeds General Infirmary.
We'll bring him up to you. We're getting pelted with fireworks.
All right, okay.
Just in back of 1026, so we'll just walk you up and get him in. But just keep an eye out.
Bonfire night, you know it's going to be a busy night. You've just got to be very aware and be mindful and have basically eyes in the back of your head to make sure that everybody's safe. You've got to block it out, really. We're there to do a job, and ultimately, if that's what they're doing, then the police will deal with them. We've got to make sure that we're looking after the people who are injured.
Just, do you want to come this way with us and we'll just get you handed over?
It looks like the police officer has been lucky, but he may not be the only casualty of the night.
This is Gavin. I'm sure they've just told you what's gone on.
Yeah.
There's Code Summer who've done some obs. We thought probably best just everybody getting out of this area. Yeah. He's going to LGI. We've had a quick look while we're here, and then the best thing's probably just to get him on his way in ambulance and then get the rest of us out of this area before anything else starts happening. As you can see, there's crowds starting to build up over there at the moment, and more police arriving, which is going to draw more attention as well. So we're going to go, I think.
But as they leave, Hart too come under fire.
Oh, that was right next to us.
There's an increasing trend and a section of society that believe it's acceptable to target emergency crews when we're attending, details. The job's difficult enough at times, and for them to sort of feel that that's acceptable, it's beyond belief, really.
Now another emergency is coming in Wakefield, 10 miles down the motorway.
Well, all we know so far is it's a house fire, persons reported. And the fact it's bonfire night could be, is it related to a firework incident? Is it a malicious attack or something like that? But as I say, we haven't had any updates yet. We don't really know what's going on.
In a quiet residential street, there's been a major blaze.
Hotel one on scene.
Firefighters are still trying to put out the fire in a terrace house.
Where the woman the babies are that were in the house fire?
Get out number 51.
OK.
The woman, alone in the house with 2 children, awoke to the smell of smoke. She escaped with seconds to spare. They're lucky to be alive.
It's a 34-year-old female, take quite a bit of smoking. We've had an oxygen now for about 20 minutes.
Brilliant. Where was she in the house?
She keeps wanting to close her eyes now. She's starting to get a bit drowsy.
Smoke inhalation is deadly. The family's in the care of firefighters.
Oh, yeah, all right. 1-year-old and a 4-year-old that were in bedroom. I can't see any signs of any smoke inhalation, but fine. Right, OK. Joanna's one with a bit more distress.
Yeah.
The team are concerned. Smoke can cause breathing problems with lifelong effects.
She's in number 51. That one there. I'm just talking to comms, just checking there's an ambulance on its way. Obviously the guy's in there checking her over, but potentially she's going to need to go to hospital.
How long, once you woke up, how long were you in the bedroom? 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
5 minutes, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Firefighters are trying to find out if the blaze was started by a firework.
Right in the corner? Yeah, I'll just use thermal in the corner and we'll...
There's concern it may still be burning inside the roof space.
I think it started on sort of the top of a suitcase in between the window and the wardrobe, and then it's taken hold there. There's been quite a lot of fire damage, so they've been really, really lucky.
The family are being taken to Pinderfields Hospital.
So it's just about assessing her, really, trying to work out, you know, what her condition's like. She was quite anxious, obviously, understandably, given that she's woke up in a smoke-filled room with her kids.
But as one emergency winds down, another is beginning 10 miles away.
Hotel 1, all call signs. We've got a detail coming in. Old People's Home, building fire in Dewsbury. Over.
It sounds like there may be vulnerable patients in danger.
Potentially, the issue obviously is mobility. Unlike perhaps that fire we've just been to, where the residents managed to get themselves out very quickly, you know, perhaps a lot of these residents aren't able to get themselves out. So you'd like to hope they have emergency plans at these sort of buildings, so they have a, you know, a practiced routine for if something like this happens. But obviously you just don't know.
Hotel 1 on scene.
About 3 fire engines here, maybe more.
Firefighters with breathing apparatus are hard at work controlling the blaze. It's clear the care home is now disused, but lives are still at risk.
Right, I'll tell you what's happened. We've managed to get on top of it. We've had reports of good sleepers. There's a lot of mattresses and a lot of beds in there. So what I've done is got you guys here just in case we need it.
Obviously, it's bonfire night. Potentially could have been started by somebody going in there, could have got caught up. We don't know what's happened, so we're here just in case there's anybody in there who's been injured.
Firefighters must search every room.
They're old buildings, so we don't know how structurally safe they are. There's potential of heat stroke. Yeah, we're here for their safety as well.
It's becoming clear there are no patients for the team.
BA crews are reporting that the first floor fully searched, second floor, well, the attic space fully searched, the basement's fully searched. Just going to get concrete onto on the ground floor.
Very good, mate. Sam, good.
It's a moment of relief.
They've done a thorough search of the building. All persons, well, nobody in there at all. So they've cleared it and stood us down now.
As the bonfires burn down, the team can return to base, but there's potential for trouble to flare again. It's late afternoon, and Alpha team are heading east on the M62.
This man's still on roof.
In Hull, there's a bizarre standoff.
We've got reports of a 20-year-old male being chased by the police, climbs the roof of a building. We don't know if he's got a secure footing up there, we don't know how mentally unstable he is, if he's a threat to himself from either falling or jumping.
Even at 100 miles per hour, it's a 40-minute drive, but there's no sign of the situation getting any calmer.
Person on the roof is now furling tiles from the roof. Onlookers down below, over.
Police have sealed off the main road north from Hull city centre. The man is becoming a risk to others as well as himself.
Down a bit because this brick's coming down off. Where is it? Just on them buildings? Up that roof there. I'll put it in front of you then. They've just said to pull it forward in front of them because he's flinging stuff at them.
Andy and Gemma are kitting up. Slates are raining down from 4 stories up. He's chosen a roof overlooking the offices of Hull's daily newspaper.
We're here to help out the operational crews who've already arrived on scene, but with him being at height, this is kind of a good job for us to assist with, because if he comes trapped or stuck up there, we can maybe go up and assist him down. Oh, he's been sneaking now, hasn't he? He's throwing them a few at a time.
Simon Rochelle, Heart Team.
Team leader Roshers is planning for the worst. The man's unstable and the roof is slippery.
There's a negotiator with him at the moment. They think it's going to be in for the long game. If he falls, they think he's going to more likely fall this side, rather than that side. When he comes down this side, he's playing a bit of a dangerous game. The other side is a bit more careful. So what we're going to do, if we turn one of the vehicles round, preferably the ambulance, if we can, if he falls, you'll hear us on Channel 5, just go straight into scene around that side. If I can ask if you can get your vehicle turned around ready to go in, if we can have a trauma bag on there as well, because if he falls, it's going to be from considerable height.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the man has found another weapon.
Oh, that's it. Jeremy Kyle's gone.
Somebody's going to be really pissed off when they're watching telly, aren't they? He's trying to break through that ceiling, isn't he? He's through so far. He's through.
Police are relying on the temperature to end the protest.
It's getting cold now, it's getting dark. He's going to start getting hypothermic soon. There's a big chance he's going to fall, and fall from quite a considerable height as well. There's nothing we can do apart from the waiting game. The police are not letting anybody anywhere near him or to engage them apart from the negotiator. But at the moment, all he's doing is throwing roof tiles at the negotiator. So it's just a waiting game.
As the moon rises over the Humber, the team prepare for the end game.
It might be an idea to get some lightning, because then that's the only place he's going to come out there or over there, isn't it, really?
Amid the debris, the fugitive is showing no signs of coming down. And as night falls, the danger of him falling increases. In Leeds, Bravo team are heading out of the city to a car crash 10 miles away. Details are still coming in, but team leader Andy Warner's expecting the worst.
So what we've got is a car that's overturned. There's one person possibly trapped. It says unconscious, so at this moment sort of could be quite a nasty job. So 2 on scene.
It's happened on the outskirts of Pontefract. A woman is trapped in her upturned car hanging from her seatbelt. Firefighters are trying to stabilise the car.
This young lady is a 48-year-old Julie. She's been conscious and breathing throughout. Coming down here about 40 miles an hour, she's gone overturned, as you can see there. GCS 15, struggling with her breathing at first, neck pain, lower back pain. Right. She has previous with neck pain and lower back pain.
If I sit on the roof in this and go in there and just take support of her neck so we've got it, so then we're probably going to have to put board in that way, and she's going to go down that and then roll her off, won't we? All right.
It's feared Julie Bestington has a serious spinal injury. Andy is joining her inside her Audi.
Right, we're just going to start cutting. Julie, what I need you to do is just try to keep that neck as still as you can.
Our teams are very experienced in the extrication of patients and giving pre-hospital care at the point of impact to those patients that are trapped in vehicles. 10 years ago, patients wouldn't have survived some of the impacts that we see today. However, the advent of all the safety equipment that's in there and all the airbags mean that they survive, but the vehicles don't give up very easily when we have to try and get into them.
Right, that's bottoming's done.
As firefighters try to free her, Andy is trying to diagnose his patient's injuries and reassure her.
Is there anything really that's hurting now?
Your chest where your seatbelt is.
Your chest where your seatbelt is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be because of the position you're in.
Yeah.
All right.
And the lower back.
You what, sorry, in your lower back?
Go with a bang as well.
All right, mate. OK, Julie.
Julie is a carer who was on her rounds of elderly patients. Now she's the focus of a complex rescue operation.
All right, Julie, there might be just a little bit of pressure around here. I'll just keep hold of your head here as we are.
Yeah, we've just got a lady at the moment that's obviously quite a difficult position for extrication, so we're just sort of trying to piece a plan together for the best way to get her out. Andy's managed to get in there, so he's managing to be able to sort of do a primary assessment on her, really, be able to ascertain exactly what's going on, if there's any life-threatening injuries.
Dave, all I'm thinking now...
Yeah.
She's not trapped in any way.
No.
I could actually probably release the seatbelt, but I need people to just support
to just
her weight.
lower her and...
Then if we do that...
Yeah.
She can just come out.
Yeah.
They must be careful not to worsen her injuries. Motorists have died of broken necks after seatbelts were released prematurely.
Julie, can you move your arm up sort of above your head there? Ah, right. Right. She's taken her weight, Dave.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're going to just fall a bit. You ready?
Yeah. It's going to go in a minute. Look.
Right, guys. Ready? Steady. Right. Seatbelts out.
You can lower your head down slightly.
You okay? Yeah. Pebs, I'm actually thinking it might be safer if Julie actually managed to get out herself and then we board her when she gets out.
Hart are trained at extrications, but Andy's hopeful Julie may be able to help herself.
Do you think you could crawl out?
I can try.
You can try.
After half an hour, Julie is free. It was an unconventional rescue, but its speed means she'll be undergoing hospital tests within the hour.
Just have a lay down on here, Julie. Have a lay down on there. Sit down. Just sit you down. Get your bum down here. And just support you. We're just going to lay you down, Julie, again. Okay, darling. All right. All right.
Can we have a collar?
As soon as we released thing, no pain down in the C-spine, it released it, and also no pain down the lower back. I felt down her back, and she said, I'm happy to crawl out then. So it just made more sense rather than mussing about. All right, Dave.
Her car's a write-off. She was lucky to survive.
Yeah, so the patient was here, actually wedged in upside down and sat so the seat was there with her head touching the roof.
Thanks to Andy's comforting presence inside her wrecked car, the psychological trauma of the accident has been reduced.
Just talking her through what's going to happen, because when fire are cutting, there's some big bangs, there's some noises, there's smashing glass, so it's just to keep the patient sort of calm and safe, really.
But X-rays and scans are about to reveal the extent of Julie's physical injuries. They could be significant. In the darkened streets of Hull, a bizarre standoff between a wanted man and the police is being played out, with a Hart team on hand to deal with the casualties.
If we need to, we can go around from that side or from this side, down to that. See where that fencing is there?
And paramedic Gemma is in the firing line.
I've had to have a quick dash around the corner because he threw something at my head. So we've come around here, well, basically to hide. Until we know it's safe, or if it carries on like that, we have to put our safety first and everybody else's, so we can watch him from a distance, but we just don't want to get hurt ourselves.
It's not clear what the man on the roof wants.
We think he's got inside a building. We're not sure which one yet. Police officers just got in to investigate and hopefully apprehend, but we're just waiting to find out.
His protest has forced police to seal off one of the main routes into the city. On the roof, there's a new development.
For a second ago, he climbed kind of down a drain pipe and looked like he was going to come down, but then for whatever reason, he's gone straight back up again. The risk of him falling and hurting himself is probably greater than it was during the day. He's going to be getting cold now because he's been up there for quite a long period of time, so he can make mistakes. I'm not sure what his intention is or what his plan is. It would be better if he came down.
It's 5 hours since the siege of Beverley Road started, and it's been a long evening for the team.
We're looking after the welfare of our staff at the moment because it's cold, they're hungry. We should have finished back in Leeds an hour ago. We're still in Hull. We're waiting for the night team to get over here and relieve us, and then I'll do a full handover to them. But at the moment, it's just an impasse.
The police are making a move, using a taser to incapacitate the man.
So you're talking there. Where is he at the moment?
He's on the apex roof. If he was to fall, he would fall about a foot or two and actually land between the apex of two roofs. There'd be nowhere for him to fall further than that.
I'm not quite convinced of the tactic just yet. And how quick once tasered, can you get a support officer or two in there to grab?
But just as police are about to strike, he moves to another area. The plan's off.
He's going to have to come down on his own. It's too high a risk for police to try and force their way up to him at the moment. There's always that chance he could fall, so police can't take that risk, understandably.
And every move they make leads to another volley from the roof.
We had to run away again because we managed to throw a tile which got pretty close to everybody, really. I think one of the police officers has been hit, but he's all right. So, yeah, we've moved away. I can't see him anymore, but I can still hear him.
Patience on the ground is wearing thin.
Causing damage, disruption and chaos to the local area, to the local inhabitants, to the local police force, to the local fire service and the local ambulance service. No change.
My team has arrived in Hull to take over. If the man falls, his life will be on the line.
He's been there since about 3 o'clock. He was chased up onto the roofs by police for a mild crime, which is now turned into a major crime, unfortunately. He has been talking to negotiators on and off, but every now and again he gets fed up of them and starts lobbing tiles and concrete blocks.
Half of people who fall from 30 feet or more die. If he's to be saved, advanced medical care must be on hand.
Yeah, it's been a long shift. He is now negotiating with the police officers, so there may be a deal struck where he may come down soon. But at the moment, he's still up there. Night team have relieved us. We're going to start making his way back to OSU.
But it's going to be a long, cold night for my team. The standoff continues. Being a heart medic demands high levels of fitness. Every 6 months, the team face a grueling physical test. The unit attracts keen sportsmen and women who enjoy the gym.
We sometimes have to access difficult areas, so if you've got steep embankments, if you're working on inclines, that can be very difficult. Working in water can be very difficult. So the fitter you are, the more beneficial it is, working in heart.
Gemma and Tango team are heading for Harrogate. For an emergency that is one of the most common received by the ambulance service. Gran down.
We've been asked by one of our crews to come and give them a hand taking out an elderly patient who's had a fall in a residential home. They're querying spinal injury. The contributing factors are age and frailty, so they don't take any chances. And the problem they've got is there are 6 flights of stairs, so we're going to go and give them a hand and see if we can help get this patient out for them.
As well as being trapped on the top floor of the home, the patient has dementia. Team leader Tony has already reached Jean, their patient.
Hotel 1, it's Hotel 3. Tony, do you need any kit bringing up to you?
No, just your hands. We're up on the top floor. You'll see us as soon as you come up, doors open.
Well done, Jean.
Yeah, Roger, all received.
Jean is confused.
What's that for?
It's just to support your head and your neck, just in case you've done yourself an injury. I want to make sure we don't do it any worse.
The circumstances of her fall are unclear.
She's either rolled out of bed onto there, or she was stood and then she's fallen backwards. But she's one ear slice here, and something on the back.
Okay.
Some pain down this side.
Did she had a lower spinal fracture? Is that a...
Previous.
All right. Is that
We're just going to roll you, Jean, all right?
Roll me where?
Just to the side a little bit. On move. Ready. Steady. Move.
What are you doing?
We're just getting a board underneath you. Up slightly, Sam, that's it.
Hello, are you all right?
Jean's previous accident means they must treat her spine as if it's been broken again.
On you, on Ed.
Staying on top of it.
Yeah.
Treating patients with dementia is a specialist skill.
Right,
You don't know what you're doing, you.
I've no idea what I'm doing. I've never done it before in my life.
Yes, you have.
What did you ask for?
Like all ambulance staff, hearts have been trained to give constant reassurance.
You're doing very well, Jean.
It's a rude question to ask what the hell you're doing.
Is it a rude question to ask what the hell we're doing? No. We're just securing you onto this board so that we can get you out and down them steps, because there's a lot of steps to go down. All right, so this is just...
Carrying me down on the board.
We are. Unfortunately, the lift here isn't big enough.
It takes 6 years to carry me, does it?
Well, we heard you were trouble. Hey, ready on lift. Ready, steady, lift.
The team must carry Jean to the ambulance downstairs. It's a tricky, potentially risky operation.
All right. I just need to go a little bit more towards Dad. That's it. You all right there, Jean?
Not be long, Jean.
Her life is in their hands.
Oh, Jim.
Yeah.
You all right?
Just let her drop off pillar. There you go, got it. Look at that. You okay, Jean?
It's just strange for you then, like...
You're over top of that.
You're nearly down now.
Go on, you go through.
There you go, Jean.
Well done, Jean.
Well done.
We'll get rid of these straps now. Make you feel a bit more comfortable.
Oh, good.
Is that more comfy now, Jean?
Huh?
Is that more comfy now?
Would you be comfy in this one?
No.
I don't have silly questions.
Yeah.
Jean is off to hospital for x-rays. Her injuries could be serious.
I'm not going now.
Into an ambulance. There, you're in.
The main thing for me working at Heart that I enjoy is still patience. I still enjoy being able to treat someone, help them. Yes, we've got all the other things. It's nice that we can wear breathing apparatus. It's nice that we can use ropes for working at height. All these things are great, but to me, it's still about patient care.
Happily, Jean's injuries weren't serious, and she returned to her residential home in time for her 90th birthday party. Habib, the man who was shot outside a mosque in Bradford, is now home. But doctors were unable to remove 70 shotgun pellets from his legs. Police inquiries continue. The driver, badly injured when his car crashed into a sign, spoke to police after his release from hospital. All the casualties of Bonfire Night made good recoveries. The man whose rooftop protest paralysed part of Hull finally surrendered the following morning. He was sent to a young offenders institution. And Julie, the nurse trapped in her upturned car, was released from hospital after treatment for severe whiplash.